Hi there, this is Jen Kitzmiller with the National Weather Service in Missoula, and I have your recorded planning briefing from Thursday, April 29th. So our ride on the weather roller coaster, if you will, is going to continue into this weekend. Going into tomorrow, Friday, we're going to have one more warm, dry, yet breezy day. But the change is on the way for Saturday into Sunday as we have a cold front that will be passing through the region, bringing much cooler and showery conditions for Sunday. It does look like those cooler and somewhat showery conditions may persist into early next week before a possible warm up for Thursday into Friday. So here's a look at the current satellite imagery, and in particular this is showing water vapor imagery, so giving us a clue at how much moisture is in the atmosphere. And we've had this area of high pressure that's been pretty dominant over the region, bringing us those warmer temperatures here over the last couple of days. And you'll see this area of very dry air off the southern coast of California. And that dry air is going to be working its way up and around the ridge and into our neck of the woods for Friday. Another thing that I'll point out here, and it's somewhat off the map, but you'll see upstream in the Gulf of Alaska, this is going to be our next weather system with the cold front that's going to be moving through for Saturday into Sunday. So as I mentioned, Friday kind of looks like the pinnacle of our roller coaster, if you will. It'll be another warm day with those lower humidities that we're expecting due to that dry air I showed you on satellite imagery. So you'll see in some areas we could see RHs dropping down into the teens in response to that dry air. And with that, we are also expecting an uptick in the winds. That's this image here on the left. And so you'll see for a lot of areas, particularly in western Montana, we're looking at gusts anywhere between 25 to near 40 miles per hour, with the terrain more favored for those higher strengths. Now here's a look at model reflectivity of how moisture might stream into the area ahead of and with the cold front. Here we are Saturday or Friday night, and you'll see some showers starting to show up through central Idaho, especially going into Saturday morning, maybe stretching over into southwest Montana. And then with time, by Saturday afternoon, you'll see the potential for a few thunderstorms here, mainly across the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. So what does that mean for precipitation amounts? On Saturday, we're only looking at about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing a wetting rain, so that would be 1/10 of an inch or more. And that's mainly through that central Idaho area. If you remember back to that reflectivity loop that I showed you, it was really favoring precipitation through Idaho. But again, we're not expecting a lot of precipitation, only about a 30 to 40% chance of seeing a wetting rain with that on Saturday. Overall, this is the day the cold front's going to be passing. So with that, we are expecting to see some breezy winds, probably not quite as strong as what we have in the forecast for Friday, but still breezy, although we will see cooler temperatures and higher humidities due to some of that moisture working in with the system. As I mentioned, chance of showers and possibly a few thunderstorms across southwest Montana, mainly through the Beaverhead Deer Lodge National Forest. Going into Sunday, this will likely be the coolest day of the week. Pretty widespread showers, but again, the chance of seeing wetting rains is pretty minimal. This image is the chance of a wetting rain in that Sunday into Monday morning time frame. And you'll see it's mainly favored right along the Continental Divide across northwest Montana and even into southwest Montana here. But as you move further west, the chance of seeing wetting rains or 1/10 of an inch drops off pretty significantly. Another thing I will highlight is there is potential to actually see some snow in the higher terrain, mainly along the Continental Divide in northwest Montana. It doesn't look like it's going to amount to a lot, maybe an inch or two in the very highest of the terrain. road temperatures are pretty warm, so we're not really expecting an impact even on the mountain passes, but we figured it was worth mentioning as we know we have quite a few of our partners working out in the backcountry right now. So going into the 6 to 10 day outlook, it does look like it will remain rather showery and cool for the first part of next week. There is some potential of seeing a high pressure build into the region towards mid to late next week. There's still a fair amount of uncertainty in terms of how strong that ridge is going to be and where exactly it'll be positioned. But in any case, there is a chance of seeing a little bit of a warm up. And you'll see that reflected here, particularly in the temperature outlook, with above normal temperatures favored across much of western Montana and north central Idaho. So here's the weather impact or weather threat matrix. We did highlight southwest Montana in orange for the windy and dry conditions. On Friday, we know that that area in particular has been pretty sluggish to warm up. And then we've got the continued wind, though not quite as dry on Saturday. And of course, that mountain snow possibility for Sunday, though likely not a issue for area roads. That's all I have for today. Our next briefing will be on Sunday, but in the meantime, if you have any questions or concerns, feel free to reach out.